guys, it's Diana here. I thought I'd come in today and do a mini tutorial on how I made this hanging heart, fabric hanging hearts. And so I thought, while I was making them, I thought, pretty much everybody knows how to do a running stitch, and that's all I used for this. So I thought I'll come in, it's easy, and show you guys how to do it. So I'll just move that out the way. And so what you're going to need is a pair of scissors, some sharp scissors that cut fabric, something that you use to cut fabric, not your paper scissors, because they won't do a nice cut. Unless they're super sharp, then you can use whatever scissors you want, but I have scissors for fabric and then I have scissors for paper. So what you're going to do is grab yourself some fabric. Now I've got this fabric here, and this fabric is just a cotton fabric, and it's got script and writing all over it and stuff, but I didn't buy the fabric. I actually bought a quilt cover. So this is a quilt cover, and with a quilt cover, as most of you know, most of them have two sides. They have print on two sides, so you get double your fabric in a quilt cover. And this was a single quilt cover, and I've made so much stuff with this already, and I've still got heaps left. So anyway, you're just going to need some fabric, okay, and then you're going to need some templates. Now my templates I've got are actual quilting templates, but you can cut yourself out a cardboard heart or a freehand cut out a heart with a piece of printer paper, and then just put that down, draw around it, and cut it out. So that's all you need to do. Now once you've done that, let me move this the way. Once you've done that, you'll have something like this, and this is just my fabric piece that I've cut out as a heart. Put a pin in it because I've got two pieces of fabric like that, and they are wrong sides together, okay? So you've got a good side and a good side, and I've just pinned it just to hold it for me so that it doesn't move while I'm sewing. And you're going to need a needle. I don't know if you need a needle, and don't use a needle that is like thicker, because you have trouble getting it through the fabric. You're also going to need something for a loop at the top, and I've just got myself a piece of ribbon, and I've just knotted the end, so that's for the top. And you're also going to need some stuffing and something to decorate it with. I used some roses, and I also used some like Hessian stuff for the bow, and I think that's pretty much it. That's all you're going to need. So let's get on with it. I'll just grab some thread. You're probably thinking, that's a lot of thread for that little heart, blah blah. I'd prefer to have more. It's better if you have more thread than less thread, because if you run out, you're going to have to get more. And I prefer just to have it. I don't mind if I waste some thread, because I got a bag full of thread at the op shop, or what do you call them, thrift stores. And so I just knotted the end there, and I've doubled my thread. I always use double thread, it just seems stronger to me. So bringing your thread up through the back of your fabric, whatever side you want to be your back, so that the knot comes up at the back. And then you're just simply going to do a running stitch all around the heart, leaving about a 2-inch gap so you can stuff it. So we're just going to go, a running stitch is a stitch that goes Actually, I had it the wrong way. It goes in and out. It's an in and out stitch. So you go in, and then you come back up the other side and out. In and out. Whoops. Okay, and you don't want to pull it tight. You want it to be a loose stitch, because if you pull it too tight, it'll gather. You don't want that. And then in, and I'm just going to do it this way. You can do it this way. In, out, in, out, in, out, in, out, and pull it all through. Straighten it up. Take this pin out now, because we don't need that holding it. Straighten it up. Oh, I'm not in camera, so sorry. Okay, so you have that with your stitching going around, and then keep going around your heart. So in, out, all the way around. Again, not making sure that it's not too tight, because you don't want it gathering. And I'm going to do one more stitch here, or two more stitches, and then I'm going to stuff it now, like that. So I've got enough stitches now. Now that at the opening here that I've left open there, I'm going to grab some stuffing, only a small amount. You don't want the heart to be like really solid and buffy, because I find that the fatter that the heart is, it doesn't sit straight when you hang it. I'm just going to put some stuffing in here. And make sure you get it in the little curved bits of the heart as well. And you can kind of see how that is when you put your, you close the hole with your hand and hold it and see if that's enough stuffing for you. And I think that's probably enough. So grab your needle and then go back in again and do a few more running stitches, ending with your needle coming out to the back where your knot would be and pulling it through like that. Okay, see? Oh, am I off camera again? I know, I'm just hopeless. There we go, like that. And then just flip it over to the back, and just where your knot is, just put your needle in and a little tiny stitch there, and pull it through and do a closing stitch or an anchoring stitch. And I'm just going to do two of those. I'll cut that off in a minute. Okay, so that's it. I'm going to cut that off like that. And there you have your heart. See? And now what you're going to do is add it to the rest of them. And I've already done a bunch so that I can just add it. Okay, so I've got, I can't even get them all in the camera shot. Let me see, my zoomed right out. Yeah, okay. Let me just adjust this camera a little. Let's see if I can get a bit more in here. And this way. Right, so you can see all my hearts there. Now what we're going to do is sew the bottom tip of this one to the top center of this one, and the bottom tip of the next one to the middle of the center of this one, and so on and so forth. But I'm going to try and leave about quarter of an inch, I think, a little bit of cotton in between, so that they actually hang and they're not joined completely onto each other. So I've just put a knot in the cotton. I'm just using the leftover cotton that was on my needle, and we're going to come through the back of the bottom and then pull that through. Pick up your next heart. I don't know how I can show you this. It's not going to be in camera. What's new? So you're going to join this one onto this one in the middle. See how I've got it going, joining it just there. So we're going to join that one onto that one by pulling that through, and then you can see it's joining on. So then I'm going to bring the needle back from behind on the bottom heart, back through at the middle there, right, back through the middle, pull it through, and then go back through the front to do an anchor stitch so that it doesn't move any further. So then I have a little gap, let me see there, a little gap, see? And then I'm going to turn it over and do that same anchoring stitch I did before. So you go through a little piece of fabric, bring up a loop and go through that loop and pull it tight. So I'm going to do 2 of those. See the loop? I'm going to go back through that loop and pull it tight. Then I'm going to cut that off. Just like that. And now these 2 guys are attached together, you see? Now I'm going to get another piece of cotton because that one's getting a little short. Again, I'm doubling my thread because I think it's a lot stronger when it's doubled. Although this thread that I'm using is an old thread and it's on a wooden spool by JP and Coates. It did have a brand on it, but it's been pushed through so I can't see it. It's an old one. It's on a wooden spool. Anyway, next heart. So we're just going to go through the bottom of that last heart we used. Knot to the back. Bring up your next one. Go through the middle of that one. Whoops. Got to go through the middle without wrapping the heart up in thread. Okay, so that's not the middle. Okay, so through the middle of the next one, pull it down to however much gap you want, then come from the back, go back through, and you can still move it when you do that, and then go back through the front of that bottom heart and anchoring that so it doesn't move any further. There you go, you can see that there. Then flip it over and do an anchoring stitch. So you've got to bring up a loop, then go back through that loop, and I'm just going to do 2 of those. like that. Okay. Okay, so now we have 3 hearts that are hanging attached, and now we have one more. Oops, we have one more to do. Again, you pick up the last heart, go through the back of the bottom of the heart, and pick up your last big one through the front, in the middle, at the top. Bring it down to however much you want it to hang. Come back through the back of it. And back through the front, and that will anchor it so it won't move. So there you go, we've anchored that on. And again, flip it over and do an anchoring stitch. So again, you just put your needle through a little piece of the cotton. Right, let's see if I can get this so I can show you at all. Through a little piece of the cotton, pull it through. You got a loop, right? You got a, let me see if I can get there. You've got this loop. Put your needle through the loop and pull on that, and that will anchor it so that it doesn't go anywhere. And then cut that off, and now you have your hanging hearts all done. See? I'm going to move it down so you can see. There you go. And now we're just going to do some decorating. I'll plug in my glue gun because I forgot to do that. And I'm just going to grab some embellishments. Now, my other ones I use a bit of hessian and some roses. And on this one, I'm going to change it up a little bit, I think. I think I'm going to use some of those flowers on this one, and maybe, I don't know, I'm thinking I like these flowers. Oh, excuse me, I like these flowers, so I'm thinking maybe flowers on each one instead of the hessian bows. I don't know. What do you think? Do you think? Wish this was live so I could get your opinions. Or maybe like that. Do you like that? What do you think? I don't know. That one. And maybe that one. Or is it too much flowers, do you think? I don't even know what I want to do. Yeah, whatever. I think we'll go with that. So what you're going to do then, the glue gun's not hot yet. What we're going to do is just glue them on. We're going to glue these flowers on, and I don't know if I want them on top though. I think these white ones are a little big. I might actually take them off. They're a little big for they're taking up a lot of room. Maybe I could do a double one of these. I'll do, because there's actually 2 different colours. Maybe I could do, because we're putting the flowers, one flower's going on the base, the bottom of the top heart, and then the next flower would then go on the bottom, on the middle of the top. No, that's too crowded. These flowers are bigger. No, I think they probably look, I don't know. I should have thought about that before, shouldn't I? Maybe a ribbon. Should I get a ribbon? I don't have any more of this thin cream that we're using for the loop. So, maybe I can find another thin ribbon. I've got some Stampin' Up crumb cake seam binding. That might look alright. Let me see if I can quickly make a bow. Just quickly making a bow. Quickly. Yeah, right. Okay, let's see. And I could do bows on the bottom. How's that look? Do you think I could do like a bow on the bottom like that? Or not? I think we'll just do the flowers. I think we're just going to do the flowers and the... Ow! Glue gun's hot now. So we're just going to add the flowers to the bottom of each heart. Looks like that. And then I'm going to add one to the bottom of the big one as well. I just need to cut that off. There, that'll do, I think. So yeah, you can embellish yours however you like. And then just a bit of glue on the loop. And then I'm just going to glue that on the back of the heart there. Just like that. And that'll give a nice hanging loop. Now you could do a lot more to these hearts. For instance, you could put lace around the edges of each one and that would make it look beautiful. I actually did start doing that on another set, but I didn't want to do that in a tutorial because it would take way too long and I talk way too much. It would be a forever long video. Anyway guys, thanks so much for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial and I hope that I didn't rattle on too much, and if you love this video, give it a thumbs up and please subscribe to my channel if you haven't, and I will talk to you all again soon. Okay, bye.